Hello, everybody. Welcome on into baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean. Today, we wrap up this not going super well series against the Tampa Bay Rays. Got to have better fight today. I don't know why that is up, but okay. We did have better fight today. Yesterday's game was very similar to the Baltimore game that we lost earlier in the season, and it reminded me a little bit of the New York Mets game, or New York Mets win that we had the previous week, where it's just the things just weren't quite going right. Some effective bunts, some not great decision making. I got pretty frustrated with it, and that led me to not be like I should have trusted my gut and made a better pitching decision, but I didn't, and we ended up losing in extras. That curveball I threw was way too cute, and it's just not what I should have thrown. But we'll look to get on the winning side today. When I played that third Baltimore game in Baltimore, I felt very dejected, and it wasn't the greatest effort in the world. Today, we're going to try, and we're going to make sure that we put in A-plus stuff, you know? We're putting Logan Gilbert on the mound. He's 18-3, 2.24 ERA. Jeffrey Springs is on the mound. He's 11-7 with a 3.22 ERA. And this is more Seattle Mariners baseball. Every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can watch a new game of baseball, provided the Mariners are playing baseball that day. We'll be back home tomorrow for a 3-game set against the Los Angeles Angels before a day off, and then a 3-game set against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And then once we get past that, we will just be looking at AL West foes, as I accidentally bopped the table. Oakland, Texas, Houston, Texas, before we vault into the playoffs, into the postseason. It's we're getting close. We're down to I believe 20 games now. This is game number 143 of 162. So let's jump on in here. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified if I didn't say that already, and if I did, my bad. You've been reminded twice, so double check. Oh, Mateo's back in the lineup today, or he was yesterday. No, he's today. He's back in the lineup, so that is good news for us. Looks like we get a game of the week. Typically, we perform pretty well in these, so that is good news. Unfortunately, we are going to have a wonky lineup. Ooh, boy. So we're going to need to put probably Cole Calhoun out and right. Trammell in center. Not a problem. Both of those substitutions are perfectly fine. But it gives us the option. Does my second baseman need a day off? Suarez at third. Where's Crawford? Oh gosh. Evan White. Where's Mateo? Mateo's at shortstop. Primary shortstop. Where is Ty France? What I can do here is think it through. Ty France to third. And we don't have our other. Evan White. It's a weird lineup. It's a real weird lineup. I didn't realize how tired everyone was going to be. Righty. Trammell, we could probably put down lower. Cal Raleigh, Murphy. We'll put. We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys arrested, so it'll be all right. It's going to be a wonky lineup, but that's just kind of how it goes. I think we have everybody in a pretty okay position. Probably should have double checked that before I just started into the game, but this is not Speed is not our strength today. Usually it is. We do get Mateo back. Dylan Moore is pretty quick as well. But ooh, this feels like a worthwhile game of the week. And we're going to look to try and at least even this series up. We could be looking at a pretty rough road trip of maybe 5-5. But the problem is that number is inflated because of the Cincinnati series. And that's where it starts to get a little frustrating. Looks like we're going to have a better shot to knock Houston out of the playoffs than we will to knock Tampa Bay out of the playoffs. That was going to be the case before going into this game. There you see the wild card standings. The Angels still kind of in there a little bit. It's going to be kind of nice to just get the heck out of Tampa Bay because I'm tired of this team. We might see them in the playoffs. If you want to watch MLB postseason action, you'll be able to watch every single game. Not a joke.
I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that.
Fastball misses up high. I think the most frustrating thing about yesterday's game was that we were doing a pretty good job at being competitive in it. We had a 2-run lead and kind of gave it up, but then got 2 runs back, and we were able to, hey, tie, okay. Then we're able to take a lead again, and we just couldn't hold on to it, and that is pretty frustrating. So we're looking at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, an 83-mile-an-hour circle change, 88 on a slider, 92 on a 2-seam.
There's a strike.
That's a good take right there. It's a pretty predictable. It's a 2-0 count there, 2-0 fastball, but it's pretty inside. Not really going to do a whole lot with that.
Swing and a ground ball out to
short. A little early on it. Ooh, not enough speed.
One up, one down.
Couldn't get him deep enough in the hole there. It's one of those weird animation things where you can see him take those extra couple of steps, and it's dang. Los Angeles is going to has 2 of the projected top home run hitters and OPS leaders. It's a little better. Oh, a diving attempt. Okay. All right.
Waste no time there. Nice job.
Went to the Washington State Cougars football game last night, so the voice is a little rough. A lot of yelling. They beat Wisconsin, and it was a good game.
Struggling a little bit in this series. He's 2 for 12.
Ooh, that's Leighton under it.
Settles under this one.
Not a great swing there. Hopefully everybody's enjoying football today. I didn't enjoy the game that I watched, but that's how it goes. I don't know what it is about the Cleveland Browns, but they just get the best of the Cincinnati Bengals, and it is a wild thing to think about. Good take right there. Bad approach with Raleigh. His power is reduced from the left position to the right-handed batting position. That's a bad swing. It's late.
Series sizing it up. Pulls it in on the run. And that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. And now the Rays will get their first.
Thought I was a little higher in the zone there. This is a concern. This is a worry. We get 1 hit on a diving attempt. It's not an error or anything, which is good. But just a missed diving attempt is how we end up with 1 hit. Other than that, nothing doing.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win.
It's been a rough road trip, and it's what I anticipated. 27 games, 18-3 record, a 2.24 ERA, 169 innings pitched, 144 hits given up, a whip under 1 at .91. Thankfully, we don't usually throw we don't give up a ton of walks, which is always good.
Here comes a pitch.
That was not a good slider to start there. Wanted that way on the literal complete opposite side of the zone. Oh no, and an even worse fastball. Ooh. Very hittable pitches there.
Swing and a miss.
All right, got a swing and a miss.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And the batter now, Josh Lowe.
Shohei Ohtani up there with the league leaders. We have the top 5 spots.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Let's go with circle change here. Change up the speed.
Swing and a ball popped up. Takes it in for the out.
Yeah, that didn't get quite as down as I wanted it to, but still it was all right.
So 2 down now, and here is Vinny Pasquantino. Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. Back in the lineup for this one. And first offering is fouled off.
It's not good. This team does swing a lot. Maybe I should be throwing some more stuff more toward the outside. Or more out of the zone, I should say. That's a bad 12-6 curve. That's a real bad 12-6 curve.
I don't think he recognized
Gross.
it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call.
Ooh.
It's a ball in 2 strikes.
Thought that was going to be strike number 3 to end the first inning, but
Swings and
just
misses.
takes one more
Struck
pitch.
him
Okay,
out.
that's good news. That's good news.
Down in order, go the Rays. Scoreless after 1.
Here in the game of the week, got an eye on the Packers game there. I was listening to the radio broadcast, which I appreciate you can do on a laptop. For whatever reason, their audio is super quiet. I had to turn my speakers all the way up to 100. Normally, I have them at 25, and that's more than enough for most. So Cole Calhoun is going to lead off. Only saw 8 pitches in that first inning.
And that one is in
It's a
for
good
strike.
take. Calhoun, I think, is he's one of our September call-ups, so I don't know that he'll make the playoff roster.
And misses inside. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's okay. I don't know.
Good eye right there.
I wonder if that was going to be a called strike. I mean, it was a check swing, so that's good. Lucky to get a piece of that one.
The 2-2 now. He goes down looking.
That's a frustrating call. We had a pitch that would have ended the first inning. It didn't matter. That's that's not what you want to see. I think it's an okay take. Maybe it caught a little more in the zone, but I felt that the pitch that I threw in the previous half inning was pretty good.
From those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's Evan White. Fought off foul.
Damn it. Just could not stay back on that.
No score here in the second. Strike 2. Good eye right there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Yep, got me.
Looking for the K.
I just was not looking for that pitch in that spot.
Backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way.
We're going to slide down to
From
rookie
that
plus
opposite arm
here.
angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff.
Ah,
he
yep.
gloves it.
Yeah, that checks out.
Well,
That
was
checks
headed for the
out.
gap,
Darn
but
it.
a nice leaping
I looked
catch. He goes
around
up,
like, is he going
perfect
to
timing,
make the
and
catch?
that will end the inning.
Okay, helps if you open the lid to your water. That's very helpful.
Isaac Paredes now. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. That's through there for
goodness.
a strike.
We did lose a level in the pitching the other day as well, and I think that's why the game went to...
In there at the knees.
Well, there are two reasons that the game went long yesterday. I couldn't get a hit. That's not actually the reason I was going to give. It decreased the difficulty on the dynamic difficulty on the pitching side to make it easier to get out. So even when they got runners on until that last inning, we were able to wiggle our way out of those jams because it's a little bit more generous. You can see one of the strikeouts was pretty weird, where they had swung at the first two pitches, then they just got, maybe it was good pitch selection, but just didn't even like pull the trigger. The second reason that the game went is because of the situation in the field. You can see it in the background here. That wall is super high. If it was not as high, and even just decreased by like a foot, they probably would have had a home run that would have been a 3-run blast that I don't think we would have been able to overcome in the bottom of the 8th inning.
And that's in there for strike one.
But all of that probably could have been negated if I did a better job managing the pitching. So
that one missed.
It's a frustrating situation, but one that we can.
Deals. Little chopper rolls foul.
Little out of sorts here.
The 1-2. Got it by him.
There was also the really weird error.
Two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Could get around on it and catch it out front.
Oops.
Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working
really
inside
went
with
for
two
him.
strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure
Packers
out a way
up
to
by
put him
3
away. Did a nice job right there.
as the game heads to halftime, which is pretty nice. I'm a fan.
Smash to the left side. They get the force.
I forgot there were 2 outs. It's a good pull to go to the second, just to turn 2.
With no score. So here's Murphy now. Murphy goes 6'1", 205 pounds,
and we are down to rookie plus here.
Last 10 games.
And that's a large reason why circle changes seem to be the pitches that I have the most trouble with, especially when you look at it at 81 and then the fastballs topping out at 94.
And now the count is even.
But it's just felt cold from the... I'm a little surprised, honestly. We've been cold from the plate for a while now, but more surprisingly is the fact that it's dropped so considerably. Even though we scored 7 runs in the first game, 6 runs in the third game.
It's 2-2.
But I guess that second game was probably pretty brutal as far as
kicks and fires.
The difficulty drop.
That one lifted to
That's
left.
not gonna help.
Settles under it.
He went low. High. Didn't trust him to go up in the zone.
Taylor Trammell. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
We've had a better eye on some of these pitches. It's just been a lot of frustrating at-bats kind of crumbling together.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Mejia moving under.
In that case, I'm looking at it lefty-lefty. I don't think that he's going to want to commit to the top of the zone. I'm looking for an off-speed pitch.
Ball 1, no strikes. Two outs. And that one fouled off.
Really early on the slider.
The 1-1.
Ooh, wow. My goodness.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Struck him out looking.
He completely fooled me with what he was doing there. I thought for sure he was going to go high. I was looking high, and then he went low.
And stepping in for the Rays, Carson Williams.
One of the things that I've noticed over the last couple of games has been the in yesterday's game we saw a lot of like dribbler hits for dribbler hits or bloop shots for Tampa Bay, and we were getting solid contact rights to defenders, and we weren't getting those little bloop shots all that frequently.
Goes down looking.
We locked him up there with the slider. That was a really hittable slider. Not a good pitch at all, in my opinion, but we got away with it.
And now it's Vidal Brujan. First offering, and it just misses. There's a strike. Right back to him on the mound. Gets it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman,
Yandy Diaz now. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1.
Okay. So maybe he's favoring a little bit more of that side.
Hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Cuba. And strike 2.
Oh, that circle change did not go where I thought it was going to. My goodness.
Hacks and misses.
That's a nice.
It's a strikeout.
It's a nice swing and miss right there.
1, 2, 3, and we are still scoreless. So digging in, Dylan Moore. Single to right at his first trip.
Dylan Moore.
The pitch. That's a strike. Ball 1 there.
It's a good take right there. I think I had the right idea with the circle change. I just didn't anticipate it to be so inside.
That misses the
It's a
zone.
good take.
Now 2 balls and a strike. This to
That's
center
bad.
field.
That's bad. That's so bad.
Siri makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Gotta let that go.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. First pitch just misses.
I don't. Okay.
That clips the corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Knocks it
Oh,
down.
that's a good piece of contact. Darn it. It's a little early. Kind of a weird misplay at the hot corner, but it's possible that they have someone who's in a secondary or thirdary position.
0 for 1 with a flyout.
We have a couple of people like that on our team at the moment.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Should have been more aggressive to send Ty France to second, mainly because I have so much trouble hitting into double plays. But I was also not 100% sure that that was going to stay in the park. Doesn't matter. Should have sent him anyway.
Now it's the right fielder, Cole Calhoun. Caught looking his first time up. And a foul ball.
Circle change. Early.
Raleigh on third. France over at first with 1 away. Comes up empty on the swing.
Oh.
0-2 now.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The next offering misses. And that is ball one. Got him! Huge strikeout there. Evan White up next for the Mariners. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Now fly ball to right center. Brujan getting an angle on it.
Darn it.
And that is the third out of the inning. No runs on 2 hits.
It's a really bad at-bat with Calhoun there. I mean, the slider obviously got me, and it was super low out of the zone. I was looking low because I was thinking about the circle change. It was a contact swing too, which you'd kind of like to see a little bit more of the check swing there, but
Designated hitter.
it's all right. Just does not feel like I am in a good position and in a good flow in a consistent manner. Like, we get the 7-1 victory, you know, which goes about as well as you could go. We're hitting the ball well, the location's great with the pitching, the defense is hitting it, and then you look at game number 2 and it's just a regression in every form. Every form, that game was a regression. Then yesterday, more competitive, a little bit better in some areas, a little worse in some others, some kind of funky weirdness. But it's just, there's nothing that feels like, okay, the bats are batting well and I'm just missing with the pitching. It's some form or factor is wrong every single time, and it's always different.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Ground ball left side, and foul ball. And he deals. Struck him out looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3.
That was a very weird at-bat.
Very
weird at-bat.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Paredes in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh,
fouled off
darn
the
it.
plate. They'll do it again.
It's about the location I want.
And a pitch.
Those high inside fastballs.
Got
There
him
we
swinging
go.
For the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Impeccable command
Okay,
in that
so
one.
we are,
3
what, through
batters,
4
3
here?
strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Gilbert pitching really well. I think that's at least 8 strikeouts, maybe getting close, maybe closer to that double-digit mark.
Colton Wong up to hit.
Leading off for the
He's
Mariners,
sitting on 99 career homers.
Colton
We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. 0-1.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
That
Okay.
one finds the corner, and that is strike 2. And ball 1. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Out
Oh,
to
darn.
short, Williams.
Yeah, just laid on it.
Throw pulls him off the
A little
bag,
lucky
and
to get
he's safe.
the pull off the bag.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Now it's Tom Murphy. In there
Oh,
for strike
come
1.
on.
Wong
Really?
on at first, nobody out. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
So we'll have Trammell and then Mateo.
And a pitch. Grounder might
doesn't
be
matter
2.
now.
Williams feeds to second, out there. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
It's good hustle from Tom
Taylor
Murphy.
Trammell
It's such a
up next for the
frustrating.
Mariners. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into
That's
this
fine.
at bat.
Good
Fastball
two-seam.
in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Siri in position.
That can't be a swing. That can't
Makes
be
the
a swing.
grab, and
I
there's 2
mean,
gone.
it just can't. It's
So the
inexcusably
batting
bad.
order turns over. Jorge
Fuck.
Mateo up next for the Mariners. Next pitch is popped up. Paredes moving under this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score.
If I see Tampa Bay in the playoffs, they will eliminate me. This is getting
And now the
so
catcher for the
annoying.
Rays, Christian Bethancourt. 1
The
for
catcher,
1 with a single so far.
Bethancourt.
I mean, just
The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that
it's all right.
time.
It's all right. It's okay. But I mean,
Swing and a miss.
the frustration
Count is
is
0-2.
obviously those 2 at-bats are terrible. And I tend to pile on when it's terrible and I make it worse. But where it gets really frustrating is that's a strike. That's been a strike all fucking day. What are you doing? You gonna call it a strike or you gonna pick or choose? Come on, man. Come on. Every 3rd pitch that's slightly outside after a batter has swung and said whoopsie doodle, that one's a strike.
On the ground.
Well, we get the error and we get the benefit of the fielder's choice, and then it's just garbage.
Center fielder, Jose.
And now it's Jose Siri. Struck out swinging his first time. That pitch in for a
Pitching's
strike.
been
It's
more
0-1.
consistent today here with Gilbert. And we're keeping it tight. And I guess that's, kind of the
That's
positive
the third.
as
And
we
that's
move
just
through this
foul.
game. The last 2 games, even though we blew a lead in one of them, we've been competitive. The only lopsided win was in our favor, which is good. And this is kind of doubling down on what I think I talked about a little bit yesterday was once we start giving up hits, we give up a lot of hits. Or, in today's case,
And that one is inside.
come on, man. That side hasn't been the one that you've been favoring, I understand, but
Ground ball up the middle.
yellow.
Not in time.
99 speed
He's
was going to
safe.
probably beat that in most
Nice job
scenarios.
getting there. Good
And we're lucky that we got to it because of
Very
98
difficult to get
speed.
anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know,
That's really
Yeah,
bad.
no question.
I'm
Maybe
surprised that it was
in
that
box
bad with
now,
that.
take strike 1.
On the flip side, though, we have today's game where we haven't been giving up a ton of hits,
France puts
and
it
we've been
away for the
making
out.
sure to keep it that
2 away.
way. Pitching improved, pitch location much improved.
Shortstop,
Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays.
Williams.
First pitch doesn't
That's
find the
frustrating.
zone.
well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Now move to first. Siri dives back in safely. Siri leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 1-1
Really
is
bad
fouled
slider.
off.
I was so distracted by the runner over there.
Velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Okay.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for Tampa.
I mean,
And we're
99
still
speed in the
knotted
right
at
spot
0.
probably gets you around, little to no problem from first to home, but that slider was like the runner was a distraction, and I had a hard time. I was thinking about it a little bit too much.
The pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out
Wow,
of the
three strikeouts looking, huh?
into the ball game. All he's
Yikes.
trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. That one misses, and that's ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Mejia pulls that
Oh,
one down.
damn
And there's
it.
one down.
Third baseman, Ty Swing.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Ty France.
Just early, just missed the spot.
Yeah, and he
That's a bad
swings
swing.
and
That's too
misses,
aggressive.
and it's
Too
nothing wrong.
aggressive.
It really looks like these hitters have
Little
been
little
in the swing
excited
with their
and
timing
amped
today.
up to
Good
try and
fastball,
score a run
excellent
here.
slider, but they've not been able to commit to
That's a
one
nice slider.
velocity and stay there.
Next offering is downstairs. That one misses. 2 balls, 2
Couple of really good
strikes.
takes right there, especially that second slider, pitch number 4. I have a tendency to swing on those, especially when it's the opposite-handed pitcher.
On the ground to the left.
Oh,
And it
that's
goes
foul?
Just foul.
Oh, I thought it snuck down the line.
Man at second.
That's
Fly
up
ball,
in the
center
zone
field.
again.
Series sizing it up. He's got it. 2 down.
I don't understand.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Calhoun, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes more. Brujan fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. As a run scores on the play.
Calhoun
Well, he comes through.
comes
clutch with
through.
the RBI single. That was big. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield. So I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now for Seattle, Evan White. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. White in his 4th year, 26 years old, and he's a
They're
former
really
Gold Glover
leaving
in the
this pitcher
American
in
League.
for a bit. I feel like that
And
might be a
1-0.
mistake. Nope, it's not.
One out to right.
I can't get to the high
Brujan has it sized
fastball.
up.
Motherfucker.
Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But the RBI single pushes
He's
across
using
line.
the slider
It's
and
now
the fucking
1-0.
circle change
Back
so
after this
effectively,
on the
and I
show.
just don't ever see that stupid fucking high
Now
fastball
for
come in.
Tampa Bay,
And it's
Vidal
so
Brujan.
frustrating.
Gilbert back to work.
It's frustrating because mainly I feel like I'm working backwards, and even when he's throwing the fastball a bunch, it's low in the zone. But I'm working backwards of like I want to hit the high fastball and avoid the low stuff, but he's throwing the low stuff, so I miss the high stuff. It's fucking infuriating.
And the righty deals. Cut on and miss. Struck him out.
Good pitch
Down
selection
one away.
there. I don't know if I was doing what he wanted to, but
Just exactly
strikeout number
the opposite
11
kind
on the
of
game.
approach
I do
that you
like
want
the
with two
strikeout
strikes. You
counter
wanna let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize
on
it.
this,
Try to
well, like
shorten up so
MLB The
that
Show
you
thing.
can
I think they should
influence
bring that
the ball
into the
in
local
play.
one.
Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
And now here is
Oh,
Yandy
Evan White.
Diaz. And it gets by him.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game,
Fires to second for 1.
Ooh,
Double
80
play.
speed. It's a big double play. That's a big double play. And that was something we struggled to pick up in a couple of games on this road trip. There were some innings that kind of drug on because we could only get one out at a time. Didn't preload the throw correctly on this one, but it was still a pretty nice transfer. And we're ready to go. Top 7, 1-0 lead. A new pitcher in here. They're going with another lefty, which is surprising. I do have quite a few lefty at-bats, or lefty batters in my lineup, and the one switch hitter is weaker on the right side, so kind of, I guess, 4.5 advantages. Because he's still pretty good against left-handed pitchers on the right side, but just not as effective. 97 on a four-seam, 84 on a curveball, 91 on a cutter, 86 on a changeup for Brendan McKay. We're going to cheat a little bit higher here. And that is good stuff.
And this one could be extra bases.
That's why.
Makes the turn and heads for second.
It's a double.
And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good.
That's what I'm looking for. I cheated up that way. I thought he would maybe try and go with the fastball up in the zone. Perfect timing. Got to slow down a little bit here.
Extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Oof. That's a missed pitch, huh?
Again, takes a strike. And that's ripped into left.
That's a single. That's a single.
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And up next for Seattle, Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell.
In the infield at the corners.
That's fine. That's fine.
To see them come home first.
We're good.
And prevent that
if I can just get it over the infielders.
And that's in for a strike.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation.
Ooh.
Maybe a long relief guy to not start.
A little too much auto swing mode there.
Pressure on it and
early on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Got him.
Got me with a changeup. Really slowed it down there. Went down to 82 on that one.
Now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball. And
swing and a pop-up. Paredes drifts towards it, makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
It's too aggressive.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore.
It is.
Piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
It's okay. It is okay.
That's in for a strike.
Well, a good first pitch change up there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
There's the strike.
And
back-to-back changeups.
Over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Under it.
Mejia, as he glides to his left, flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Oh.
And that will end the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They lead it 1-0.
I mean, these are the games that we're going to probably have to win in the postseason. They're going to be tight games. We're going to be playing good teams consistently. It doesn't make it any easier. It does not make it any less frustrating.
Down the line towards the corner. Moore under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Isaac.
It is a good implementation of bringing in a left-handed pitcher. Where, like I said, we have kind of like 4.5-ish advantageous bats. The half being Cal Raleigh's switch hitting ability is reduced against left-handed pitchers. And just, I think maybe the biggest problem. Why did he give me the third baseman? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Just like not every strikeout's a perfect.
God damn it.
I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
And now it's going to be Christian Bethancourt.
I feel like we came up really big with Colton Wong, and then it just came apart. The Mateo at bat's probably the worst one. But then you look at it and you get the get the change-ups, and it gave me Mateo for some reason in this scenario.
Covered plenty of distance there. And there's 2 away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Digging in, Jose Siri. There's the strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Right back to
Andy 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays
I
alive.
really wanted that slider further out.
Off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps lift a little more down the middle. And you get
I don't actually need to adjust my target at all because that's exactly where I wanted to throw.
2-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
We try a sinker here.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
I do not have anybody up in the bullpen, so we're going to need to try and figure this out. Could qualify as a little bit of bullpen mismanagement.
Right there, that plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he
That
usually
one's
wins the battle.
definitely felt like an over pitch there.
So the tying run at second.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground right side, and he grabs it in foul ground. Swing and pop off.
Oh, thank God.
France brings it in for the 3rd out.
That's not what we're looking for.
So the Rays strand a pair, still behind by a count of 1-0. So now here's the DH, Cal Raleigh, 1 for 3.
Cal Raleigh.
The wind and the pitch. That to right. Rohan getting an angle on it. Brings it in with a nice running grab.
Oh my God.
Ty France up next for the Mariners. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Slapped foul. The pitch. There's a strike. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call.
Look, every pitch is down low.
And the 2-2. That's a little bit low.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That's a base hit.
He's saying low the entire time.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now for Seattle, Cole Calhoun. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Series sizing it up. Makes the grab on the run. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Oh my God.
Down the line. And the inning is over. One left for Seattle, but they lead it 1-0. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Diego Castillo.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Why would you freeze like this? Elgato? Hold on. Please hold. Didn't have anything to do with me smacking my controller into my leg. Let's grab a reset here. Ooh. We good? Everything okay? What happened there? So the weird thing is, like, sometimes it gets kind of like out of sync. And when you'll like go in and like check the settings or whatever and switch it to 720 and then back to 1080, just that way it just like re-grabs the image. It's at least what I do. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing to do.
And now
but it didn't revert it to 720.
Trying to prevent extra bases.
Usually if it's in 720, it's 3/4 of the screen full because it's 25% less.
And he pumps it a strike.
I don't love either of those pitching locations, honestly.
Got him looking. Frozen with the heater at the knees.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive at the plate.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Wander Franco, and this is a big at-bat in this ball game.
Oh, let's go! Let's go, Packers! Come on! Come on! Go, Pack-O! A lot of Bears, a lot of Chicago Bears defenders in the media being like, oh, I hate the Packers. Their fans are fucking idiots. They don't know anything. I can't wait to kick their ass. It's 24-6, man.
Makes the catch. 2 down.
Halfway through quarter number 2.
Third baseman number 2, Yandy Diaz.
God, that's such good news for old Shawnosaurus Rex over here.
Diaz. That one's in there, 0-1.
My God. What's not good news, that pitch right there.
Ripped to short.
Oh, Mateo.
Mateo sends it to first. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this
Okay, so the offense continues to sputter. We have 8 hits, and we have 1 run. That's gross. That's really gross. On the flip side, they have 5 hits and no runs, so I guess it could be worse, huh?
Now into the ball game on defense.
It's just so many of those
He takes over and right.
late on the fastball pop flies, and they are infuriating. And this, I mean, Colton Wong came in to face, I think, Brendan McKay was his first at-bat. And perfect. And I've been late ever since.
Out towards left center. Mejia should have
Actually,
this
not
one.
terrible.
And puts the squeeze on that. 1 up, 1 down.
I don't know. At a certain point, you just wonder, like, is it just speed run time? like you want to get
in there for strike.
You want to get
1.
insurance runs or whatever, but
that's inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
that's so frustrating.
Crowd locked
That is
in
so
right
frustrating.
now.
Looked high
1-1
through it
game
low,
here
looked
in
low
the
through it
ninth.
high. God damn it.
On the ground to third. Oh, great stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Taylor Trammell up next for the Mariners.
We are sliding down this rookie plus level as well.
Swings and misses.
Just
4-1.
too
Not
aggressive.
looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And that one
It's
lifted
late
in the
on a-
air, center field.
Late and under on a
Siri in
fastball.
position. Makes the catch.
Ugh.
And 1-2-3 go the Mariners.
I mean, if you're looking at a division series against this team, we're at least in a position to threaten to get to a game 5, right? Like, or you look at it and you go like, just one more.
All set
One
for
more
the
game.
bottom of the ninth.
We
Now
went
it's
to
the
5
DH,
games last season
Josh
against
Lowe.
Chicago.
Pitcher for the Mariners, Andres Munoz.
We've been there. We went to Game 7 in the World Series and we were able to figure it out.
Excellent. Looking to
Like
close out
Game
his 54th
6,
game
I
of
want
the
to say,
season.
against the Yankees before we were able to punch our ticket. So we've been here. We can do this. September, for whatever reason, is a bit of a cold month sometimes, and last year especially was pretty rough. I just don't need it to be a habit for when I do this forever. It is kind of surprising. I don't watch like a ton of baseball. I watch way more football, but I am way more inclined to do an entire season in MLB The Show rather than Madden. Maybe it's because I'm good at, well, I feel I'm good at both offense and defense, or at least competent, whereas like in Madden, I don't feel like I'm a good defensive player at all. So I tend to stay to more like the superstar mode stuff, which I enjoy, which you can watch today. Was it supposed to be Sea of Stars? Absolutely.
There's a foul ball.
Did I miscalculate how long it takes to get to and from a football game in Pullman? Absolutely.
On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. The 0-2 just misses with that one.
Man, oh
Did
man,
I underestimate
don't know
how
you
tired
take
I
that
was
pitch.
this
That's
morning?
as close as it gets.
On the ground, right
Yes.
side.
Yes, I did.
In plenty of time to first. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Vinny Pasquantino next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is foul.
Munoz,
off.
by the way, excellent closer.
Swings through that one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
That one to first. White steps on first for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Paredes in the box, lays off for ball one. That's in there.
There we
and
go.
It's 1-1.
That was
That's what I wanna see.
absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
He was too late on that. Ooh,
Fouls it back
got to
with
that
two
one. I'm a little
strikes.
surprised he was actually able to get to that
A
one.
1-1
That fastball was
lead.
6 miles an hour
Team trying to
faster,
pull it out.
and he was already
Stays
like way
alive.
late. He's very late on that. How did he get to that fast?
The tying run at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Puts it in the air. out
Mel
towards
should
left
be able to
center.
get there.
He's got
Okay.
it. Ball game.
So we do a
And the
good job. We
Mariners
split the
take
series.
finale
We
and
probably
earn a
should have
split of
taken
this
3 out of 4
four-game
from this
series.
team.
Well, this
But
was
we'll
all
take
about the
what we got.
pitching and defense.
2-2
Outstanding
isn't
job
bad.
by the
5 and
pitchers,
5
really
on the road
attacking
trip.
hitters,
Maybe
trusting
is it
what
6
the
and
catcher
4?
was putting down, and
No,
trusting the
2,
guy standing
4.
behind
Yeah,
him
6 and
to
4 on the
play
road trip
defensively. Sometimes you
isn't
wanna see
the
a high scoring
worst.
game, but sometimes you can
It's not
appreciate
exactly what I was looking for on this road trip,
what these guys
but
did on the mound today.
it was what I was expecting. I expected a tougher fight from the Mets, and that's what I got. I expected to be able to sweep the Cincinnati Reds in their form in this game. That's what I got. I expected to have a tough series against the Tampa Bay Rays. That's what I got. Obviously, a lot of room for improvement. I have been cold from the plate for a while now, and it is starting to get a little concerning as we approach about a month in this kind of new space, and that's been feels like that's the mark of where it's like, it's been extra inconsistent. I almost said inconvenient, but it's been like extra inconsistent before, where it was just kind of like every once in a while we'd have a bad one. We get 1 run in the 6th. That's all that we can muster. Thankfully, it's all we need. We're able to shut this team down, the Tampa Bay Rays, and beat them 1-0. Gave up 5 hits, couldn't take advantage of the error. A lot of opportunities went to waste, and just too many swings at balls, either on the top or out of the zone upstairs, late on it, popping it up. Just so many of those, and it's so irritating. So that's, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like pay more attention to the pitch count, or not the pitch count, but pay more attention to the count, and see if you can just kind of lay off of them. But we win the game. That's what's important. That's what we're looking for, and we're able to continue our, I think, 1-loss dominance on game of the weeks. So that's good news. Logan Gilbert, your player of the game, he also gets the win in a magnificent performance. 7 innings pitched. He gave up 5 hits, struck out 11, walked 0, gave up no earned runs as well. Jeffrey Springs, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, struck out 4, 3 of them looking, no walks, and only 1 earned run, but it wasn't enough. Andres Munoz, 54 saves on the season. Dylan Moore was 2 for 4 with a double and a run. Colton Wong was 1 for 4 with a double. Ty France was 2 for 4, and Cal Raleigh was 1 for 4. It was a bit of a weird lineup today, so it's kind of nice to know that I can move things around and still kind of be effective enough to win a game. Obviously can't rely on it and need to be paying more attention to the rest and stuff as we continue through the rest of the season. But we get a win. It's a lot of this feels like it's very asterisk. We did okay, but we can't, probably shouldn't be trying to continue like this. But the 10-game road trip is done. 6-4 over the last 10, which leads us to a 113-30 record. Still just absurd that we are at that level. I can't believe that is the level that we're working with. We are going to be back tomorrow at home, taking on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. We'll have 6 of the next 7 days with baseball, all of those at home. Very much looking forward to that day off on Wednesday, because I feel like that's been part of the problem as well. This is a 13-day grind of just like go. And so I think having that day off on Thursday will be very helpful. And then the next and final day off in the regular season on the 21st before a stretch of 10. 7 of those against the Texas Rangers. Boy, I'm going to be so tired of seeing that team. Because that's how we were against Minnesota, something like that. Hey, either way. 1-0 victory. We tied the series 2-2. And that's how that goes. Jose Suarez, he'll be on the bump tomorrow for the Los Angeles Angels. 12-7 with a 3.13 ERA. Robbie Ray, 21-4 with a 1.45 ERA. Angels Mariners game 1 of 3 tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/SeanSaurusRex. So come on by, hang out, watch some baseball. Thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. We are 5 subscribers away from 1,900 and 105 away from 2,000, which is absolutely wild. So thank you again so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow for more baseball. Make sure you have subscribed, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Check out the morning videos that go up. Today was Madden. Tomorrow is question mark. We'll have random rosters back on Tuesday and all that good stuff. Until next time, good sports. Go Mariners. Baseball. Enjoy sports.